down, pin down everywhere. Pin down and face outside. Now, face outside, face outside, face outside, face outside.
Yesterday, being the 6th of January 2024, villagers flee as bandits overwhelm Amotekun in parts of Ondo State. At this moment, the Nigerian soldiers are getting combat ready. Some villagers in Ondo State have begun to flee their homes following the incessant attack suffered from the herdsmen-cum-bandits invasion. This has become the destiny of residents in some village in the state after long-time reported case of attacks, kidnapping, and sometimes killing, which have continued to disrupt business activities, undermine food security, displace a large number of inhabitants, and also cast heavy doubt on the safety of lives and property. Research has shown that over 4,000 farmers have been killed in the southwest part of Nigeria from 2015 to date. According to the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data, Nigeria has lost none less than 8,343 persons to the farmers' herders conflict since 2005. This rising invasion of herders in the southwest region subsequently led the governors in the 6 southwest states with ranking traditional rulers to form the Western Nigerian Security Network, codenamed Amotekun, on January 9, 2020. Despite the support from the state governor, the regional security outfit has continued to struggle to maintain and counter persistent attack from the herdsmen. Some residents have raised concerns about the wherewithal of the Amotekun corps to overpower and take control of the areas that has become dominated by the Fulani herdsmen terrorists. Following investigation by our news correspondent, a resident who gave her name as Tino said she stays in Akoko but visits Ifon often and that it is always a scary journey to embark on. I live after Irigidi Akoko, but I often commute on the road that leads to Ifon. I have a friend I visit regularly. That road is now lonely. Amotekun men have particularly been overpowered in that place because it is like the epicenter of herdsmen terrorists. They sacked all the entire community, she said. A monarch who didn't want his name in print said he had to go extra local security to support the Amotekun, but that they are struggling to keep them away. Although the men of the Amotekun Security Corps didn't say much about the challenges faced, residents gave their views about some of the problems the security network encountered in the course of duty. A man who simply gave his name as Joe and a graduate of Adakunde Ajasin University, Akungba Akoko, said Amotekun is powerless in certain parts of the state and his parents had to abandon their homes because of the security crisis in the area. Which Amotekun? Bandits are killing the people in Osen local government every day. Efon, Okeluse, Mondege, Aremojija communities are no-go areas still today. We even heard Amotekun were told to stop fighting the bandits when they lost like 5 of their officers in the environment. My parents had to leave the house to go stay with my brother who lives in Ondo town, he said. White travelers have been attacked, killed and kidnapped. The farmers and their farmlands too weren't being spared from tales of being killed on their farmland to escaping with injuries and disruption of farmland. The farmers have had a bitter taste of the precious security situation of the state. There is no genuine soul, there is no genuine human being on earth that would allow the killing of his people and keep quiet. I think the Yoruba people and Yoruba elders should be able to apologize to Sunday Igboho. I listened to Sunday Igboho's claim speech and his motivation why he wanted his people to be free from Nigeria. He said that Yoruba people have all it takes to protect themselves. Then why should they allow other people to invade their land and kill them when the Nigerian military, police, DSS, and so on and so forth will not be able to protect them? So when people talk about all these people who are agitating for their own state, like Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, people just look at them as distractions, as people who don't know what they are doing or saying. See, these people have reasoned beyond so many people in Nigeria. These people have reasoned beyond the way you are thinking at the moment. Because you have not seen, because you have not heard, because it has not happened to you, because you have not experienced insecurity and killing, you think that all is well with Nigeria? Indeed, all is not well. Even our government officials, so-called political elite, knows that all is not well with this country. What happened in October 7 when Hamas killed about 100 Israelis? It led to the ceaseless war that they are fighting up to today. Talkless of ordinary Fulani herdsmen coming into your country and be killing people every day consistently, and no one is talking about that. No one is talking about that. But you know one thing, that will not make people to just keep quiet and allow this killing to continue. So people will continue to talk about it, and will not talk about it without hitting hard that government are involved of this situation.
Especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara, but aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining. I mean, it's multifaceted. And these are people that one has been severally accused of harboring terrorists, even recently. And why? Let us ask, why should Shettima be visiting, along with his governor, be visiting and making a solidarity with a police officer that was being tried for drug trafficking? Why? So you begin to put these things together, and you begin to understand why Nigerians must retrieve their country. We can't allow this thing to happen.